plenty of work earlier on
Definitely.
Tamsun.
All right, so here's the thing about the Falke: the ability to stay out of it. Falke doesn't. Again, Falke can fight close, but her medium range game really good. Akuma is going to have to push the attack as much as possible and not let her set anything up. And he's going to have to come in there and he's going to have to risk challenging everything that she does. It's going to be a challenge.
For sure.
You know, it's a possibility. Everything is possible.
And with the game loading, we're going to be going into losers semifinals between Blackstar and Jippdaboss. Falke to Akuma, another interesting match, mostly because Falke, a lot of her projectile game is much more precision oriented. It's not just for controlling space, it's for being able to get that long range poke in, force the opponent to respect that this is a mid-range character. She's able to move in where she needs to without much of a worry and without worrying out too heavy about suppression in the corner, which is exactly what Blackstar's game plan is going to be centralized around.
And it's really interesting to see how Falke is just playing around. They're going like tit for tat, feeling each other out for the most part, but they're not really playing as aggressive as they could. They are definitely getting some really good damage in there. That was a pretty good option, but Falke's got that wake up. There we go.
You know, from the looks of it, Jip is ready and able to come in with the anti-air options, but Blackstar not afraid, coming in with plenty of jump-ins, plenty of high pressure, and working out for a very convincing round one. It's, like I said earlier, all about how far he can take this momentum. If he's able to keep Jip from adapting, able to keep Jip from slowing the momentum, I feel like this can fall into Blackstar's favor. But Jip has a lot of tools in his kit for being able to keep this Akuma at bay.
He sure does. And he needs to start utilizing them because Akuma is just all over him right now. Falke needs to step it up. Control the space, control the tempo. Can she do it? Can she find that moment? Here we go. We're going to find that moment, but Akuma is just going to jump right in. Akuma is doing a really good job covering with the aerial fireball to, just cover his landing, forcing him into a defensive position so he can't strike back, and it's a whole different game. Unfortunately for Blackstar right now, Falke has been chipping away immensely at him, and he's about 3 hits away from death. It's working out. All things are coming up, Chip. Not right now.
All right, coming back into the corner. Oh, what a call out. That's going to connect, and that's going to be that round.
Right there.
Good
job.
That's what I'm talking about. Jip has the anti-air options. He knows what he needs to do. He just needs to wait for his opportunity, space it right. But that critical art, that's an excellent get-off-me tool. You're stuck in the corner like you know Akuma wants you to. That's a great way to blow up your opponent, make them pay for trying to get too greedy, and especially a good way to end out the round.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a good way to end up the round. We have a little bit of aggression coming out right now. Blackstar definitely doing a good job of finding the right angle of approach to get in there. Once again, that's the angle that Falke has got a lot of strikes for. He challenged it, he lost, but he stayed tenacious. On top of him, stayed active and moving. Gonna get that victory real quick. Gonna get himself around right there. So, looking really good. Looking amazing even. Both of these guys have a really explosive play style.
Yes.
It's really not leaving much to disappointment.
I'm just trying to think of like the steps ahead that go in this set because both of these players have shown that they can mix up what they want to do. They've shown that like they're going to start to develop these habits or showcase these habits.
Yes.
And then turn it on the opponent right away. Noticing a lot how Jip keeps on wanting to go for these options that are going to strike low, force Akuma to jump.
Yep.
We got the Alex coming out, so we'll see if
really unsatisfied with Falke. So he's going to switch to Alex. Alex has got a different play style.
Yes.
Much more power, but I can see how Falke plays into Alex or Alex plays into Falke. You can do a lot of the same kind of mentality with controlling the space and controlling the rhythm, and we're going to see if the change is going to be different because his punish game is going to be on point now. Here we go. The hands are out. Grabby, Mr. Grabby McBoss hands. Blackstar, put it on him.
He's just got to make it work.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though, because this is, once again, I keep on bringing this back to how the momentum's going to go on the macro sense. Round for round, game for game, a lot of their interactions, they can be very explosive.
Yes.
And we've, of course, seen what Blackstar is able to do with Akuma, but Jippdaboss's presentation of Alex and in advantage was astounding earlier on in the set.
And that match, what a match. So there we
Damn,
go.
son.
We didn't get to see any options coming out of Jippdaboss as Akuma was just applying a godlike pressure, just making sure Alex couldn't get any moves out edgewise. You know, it's really amazing pressure. He's just keeping. He's in his head. He's in his head right now. Watch right now. You're seeing is a man whose head is occupied by this wonderful red-haired dark demon. Oof, my goodness. Here we go. He's back in the game though. He's got to hit and see if he pressures the advantage.
It's going to be very difficult to do so, especially because Akuma is a little bit on the squirrelier end of things. He's got plenty of tools to back off. If he needs to slow the momentum down, he has the fireball game to do so. But these jump-ins are dangerous. They're constantly giving openings to Blackstar's opponents. And if Chip catches on and uses his tools the right way, that could be curtains for him. But
these guys are going toe-to-toe. We're about a combo and a half away for Blackstar to win this. But Jippdaboss, if he gets a grab, he's pretty much going to take this all the way to the end.
what a call out on the command grab.
Yeah, he gets the grab, actually, with his
1,000 years of pain. Done it over with so quick.
Got him. Good job. Good job. And it's really cool to see that move happen. And
Bro, I love the Shungoku Satsu. Akuma's actually always been one of my favorite Street Fighter characters, just because he's a villain with a goal in mind, and it's just to be the best. It's just to be the most powerful, and that move has always just been so daunting to see. You see the Japanese characters come up on the sides, you see the pose, and the opponent toasted.
Toasted, roasted, got him. Hey, there we go. I feel like Jippdaboss is playing aggressive too right now. He's like, you know what? Listen, I can't sit back. I can't let this happen. I can't go out like that. No way, no how, pal.
Yeah, after seeing such great performances from him, it kind of be a heartbreaker to see a 3-0 happen. Definitely not looking to see put the sad react on this one.
As one of the greatest in-game announcers ever, Street Fighter versus Capcom EO, go for broke. He's going for it.
Not out of it just yet. Oh, hold up. Let me call him out in the air real quick.
Capcom versus
Step on
SNK2. Yeah, Capcom versus SNK2. Sorry, guys. I messed it all up.
It's all good. We'll worry about it later.
We'll worry about it later. Fix it in post. The jacket's on, though. Alex feeling himself. Give me that jacket over there. I'm going to wear it in your honor. Let me sweat all over this for you. Little less aggression going out there. Blackstar definitely going to keep it up. It's feeling. He's feeling it right. He's not really going for the combos. Actually, he's respecting them.
Yeah, it's all about knowing that like your opponent can occupy so much space, and Blackstar got blown up pretty hard for trying to get aggressive. Yeah. That's the worry in this matchup. And even though Blackstar has gotten away with plenty in this set, he's starting to clock things back, starting to recognize, you know what, my opponent's kind of nice. My opponent definitely knows how to press buttons on me. I got to wash out.
Definitely. Oh man, Blackstar. He wants to get this out. He wants to get this round. If he gets this round, he's going to start feeling really good. Oh, nice catch, though. We saw it coming. Keep the pressure up. Is this going to be a round?
Not just yet. He's got the fireball and now sitting on that pixel of health. All a matter of catching him out on it. Is he going to do it through normals, or is a fireball going to be catching him out? Look at a stomp on him.
Oh!
Wake up, DP. Every time, man. Every time. It has not worked once in this bracket.
No. It is so good. He is in this to win this. He doesn't want to get out right now. Change this gameplay so drastically. Coming back with a passion. B.
Now, still got some life left in him. Got the set count 2-1 right now. But Blackstar's still sitting up. He's still looking good.
Still looking good. You know, as it goes on, you lose a lot of your adrenaline. You got to keep your focus up. You got to do whatever you need to do. Breathe deep. Stretch it out. Or anything, because Jippdaboss turning up. Need some gas in that tank.
Yeah, this is getting to that point in the bracket where it's truly a test of metal for these players. This is a This is a one-day tournament, rather. So they've gone through this bracket the whole way through. They're coming into this top 8, having to have shown all their options to their opponents by this point, and they just got to press on.
Press on, and now right now. Blackstar is pressing on Jip right now. Oof, my goodness, in that corner, not letting go. Burn the meter. I want this round. No way, no how, pal. The V reversal coming through, going to give him a little bit of space. He needs it. He needs it.
No, yeah, it's an excellent use of resources. He's got to stay alive. He's got to have that room to breathe. Reversals weren't able to give him enough, though, as the round goes to Blackstar.
Round goes to Blackstar.
At the very worst, though, it's still at the very best, I should say, it's one of those things where the Alex player is able to see the habits of Blackstar when he's on advantage. He's able to see how he wants to be on top of him. And Jip can take that into further rounds and potentially into further games.
Definitely.
All that data collection always matters. If you can extend that round just a little bit further, you learn just a little bit more about your opponent. And the more you learn, the more you're staying cognitive throughout a set. You don't want to be pressing buttons. You don't want to be on autopilot.
Yes.
If you're always thinking, you always have a way out.
Definitely. And that's what comes with the endurance and conditioning that you get with tournament fighting. If you're playing at such a high level, you have to be present. You have to be thinking at all times. And when you're doing these 5 rounds, you know, it's going to go long. Ooh, the air is filled with fireballs on that pixel of health, on the flight, on the wish and the prayer. This is the possible end game for
Yo, he
Jippdaboss.
sat on that fireball.
He sure did.
Like he actually just ducked out from it. All right, and just like that, it's 3-1 Blackstar as he steps into losers finals. My boy making it into the top 3.
Good job.
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
I mean, we do have energy drink companies that sponsor esports events.
My man's definitely needs a drink. He definitely needs a sip.
He needs something to get himself up because that was a lot of adrenaline. He fought hard. He fought hard. He had to think a lot more than he wanted to. Even though it was a very convincing victory, he still had to think.
Most definitely.
I mean, if anything, there's always coffee